YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charlie Be More Careful channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that button, view this video, pass it on to somebody you know that know me, or somebody that might want to hear my story. Something, you know, I try to talk about topics that like people went through things, and you know, as they was growing up and stuff like that. Maybe y'all can relate to this topic. So basically, I want to talk about when I was in school. Excuse me, y'all. When I was in school, when I was in kindergarten, I was in this elementary school, and I don't want to start by 4th grade. I'm going to start by kindergarten. I was probably either in kindergarten or either pre-K. But I don't know if they had that back then. I think I was in kindergarten. Okay. And one day, I don't know what I had did, but the teacher told me to put my hand out, and she smacked my hand with a ruler. And I was confused because I didn't get beatings. I never got hit. I never told my mom. I never told anybody about that. I didn't tell people until I got like way, way older. And when I say way older, I'm talking about older. I don't remember 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 3rd grade. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I don't remember none of them. But I remember 4th grade. And when I was in 4th grade, I was in a type of school where you, at that time, back then, you ate your lunch in your classroom. That's how that school was made, anyway. So we used to have to eat our lunches. We would have to eat our lunches at our desk. So, you know, one day you know, they passed out the lunches, and you know, they get chocolate and vanilla milks or whatever like that. So I get a vanilla milk. So, you know, I put my hand up. I told the teacher, you know, I can't drink this. Like, I can't drink, you know, dairy products, but if I'm gonna have to drink it, can I have a chocolate milk? So, this bitch told me no. He said no. She said, if you want to not have to drink white milk, you gotta bring a note in from your mom. And then she turned around and said, and if you don't drink it, everybody that's in this motherfucking classroom ain't going to go out to recess because of you. So I said to this bitch, I'm saying to myself, like, why the fuck would she do that shit to me? I don't even do nothing. I know I'm a quiet ass kid. I know I am. Did she have to treat me so harshly? Because I was very quiet and timid back then. Like, I was a child that always stayed by myself. Like, I'm the last out of 6 children. You know what I'm saying? My sisters and them at the time, they all had their own apartments and everything, and it was just me and my brother left, and my brother's older than me. So, anyway, so she told me, I don't know how it happened, but I think she had made me stand up and drink the milk. She made me stand up, I think, and drink the milk or whatever like that, because the shit was running all down here, and it was all on the floor. Yeah, some did go down, you know, what the fuck, it was up, It was at my lips. So y'all know the milk cartons they give out in school, like they like what that big, I think. So you know, I'm saying to myself, she really gonna make me drink this motherfucking milk. And then these motherfuckers is looking at me like, bitch, if you don't drink that motherfucking milk, you gonna have a fucking problem with us. So I said, oh my God. So like I told you, as I was drinking it, it was all down here, it was all on the floor, whatever. But you know what? If I was that bitch that I am today, I should have turned that shit upside down so that bitch you drink it. And as for y'all motherfuckers, don't look at me, because that's the bitch that's telling y'all can't go out because of me. I'm not drinking the shit. Then what the fuck y'all gonna do? But no, I'm a timid person, very quiet. Say to myself, don't bother nobody. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I had no friends. I had no friends in 4th grade. None. I didn't start getting friends until I was in the 5th grade. So when 5th grade came, 5th grade year came around, I went to another elementary school. And I did 5th grade in there, just 1 year. So I had to end up moving with another sister. So I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. 5th grade, I was a total whole different motherfucking person. I was not that same timid motherfucking 4th grader. I was on a different motherfucking scale. Like, what? I just was like, you know what? I gotta take up for myself, because I ain't had nobody take up for me. You think my sister's grown? They in their apartments with their men and stuff like that. I tell them somebody want to beat me the fuck up, or this bitch is bothering me or something. They gonna do something? They gonna do shit. I had to handle my life up. I had to handle my own life, basically. So, you know, I had my one best girlfriend, and she was in my classroom, and her name was Annabelle, and she was so pretty. She had jet black hair that came all the way down to her butt, and she was beautiful. She had like an Indian complexion. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was mixed with Indian and something else. Okay, so boom, we had our time, you know, being besties, being in the same class. We had a cool ass motherfucking teacher. Beautiful teacher. Love her to death. She made me like math. Even though I didn't do well in math, I liked the challenge. And I like to learn. I like to learn math, you know. So anyway, like we used to, like before we used to get to school and shit, we go to the candy store, we take all the wrappers off the candy and throw them away, and then when we want to eat them, just pick them up and just put one in our mouth. You ain't got to worry about the wrapper, you ain't got to worry about the teacher in the wrapper, or anybody else looking over to see what you eating, or whatever. But you had nosy motherfuckers that would be like, what's that smell? Something smell like cherry. I be saying to myself, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, you just mad. And I know you know I got candy, either me or her. You trying to put us out there, but bitch, you ain't getting none. So anyway, alright, we used to do shit like that. Then one time, I was being an asshole. I was being a big ass asshole.
Okay, is that a problem?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna put that one out there. But anyway, an altercation came, and I was being a bully. That I was doing the bullying now. And I was just being a bully about the shit, like going back and forth between the two people. Like, bitch, she said she gonna fuck you up. Then go back to the other bitch, like, bitch, she said she gonna fuck you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I'm like, what? Ain't nobody say, bitch, stay the fuck out my motherfucking mouth, my face. Ain't nobody say shit. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. I was a big fucking bully, and I started fucking trouble with people. Yup, bitch. Did a 160. Boom. So, anyway, you know how, like, after you graduate from the 5th grade, then y'all get y'all summer break before you go to the 6th grade? Alright. Like I said, I moved with another sister. And, I think it was like that 5th grade year. I think that's when I was running track, if I'm not mistaken. I used to love running track. Like, that was my thing right there. I used to love that shit. So, thank you. So, you know, summertime.
Yeah, I went around in your block too. Look.
My man is interrupting my blog, y'all. Hold on. Alright, so you know that summer that you get before you go to the 6th grade? Alright, well, I used to live with my sister. Like I said, I used to run track. I love track. I love running. So, like, when she would send me to the store, I would leave out the house. I would run all the way down the block, like Then when I get to the end of the block, I'd be like, shh. And then I walk the rest. Now, when you used to get to the end of her block, I don't know what was there, but I don't know what was there. But when I would get there at the end of her block, it was a parking lot. And mind you, I had been, you know, doing this for a minute. She'd send me to the store. I run to the store. On my way back, I get to the beginning of the block. I run all the way back to my sister's house, and that's how I would do it. So then one day, I'm running to the block, running through the block, you know, go to the store for my sister. So when I stop, I always stop at the end of the block, at the corner. So as soon as I hit the corner, this boy was standing there. And he stepped in my way. And I'm looking at him like, I ain't never seen you a day in my life. Like, who the fuck is you? You know, this was inside. This is what I'm saying, inside. And I'm standing there like, mind you, I'm young as hell. Like, I don't know how old I was, but what's the age you are when you going from the 5th to the 6th? Whatever that age is. This nigga asked me. I never even heard of this shit before. I never even heard it from anybody but him through my whole life. Nobody ever said this word to me. He said, can you stand a chance? I said, yeah. Like I knew what the fuck he was talking about, y'all. I swear to God, you know what the fuck that meant. So, I was like, yeah, on some big shit. Like, yeah, I can. Like that, right? So, you know, he was like, alright. And then he just went back walking off. And I'll continue my way to the store. And then, when I left out of the store, I'll run back down the block like, get to the house. Here you go, you know, to my sis, like, here you go, you know, whatever she sent me to the store for, whatever. So, me and her daughter, we basically really grew up like this. So, we be calling each other sisters. Even though I'm her aunt, we call each other sisters. So, I don't remember the scenario exactly after the can you stand a chance shit. I just remember one day, because my sister had 2 doors to her house. She had a main door, and then she had a side door. And actually, I think the house was it had to be. It must have been a duplex, because the upstairs had a full working kitchen, and then the downstairs had a full working kitchen. But if you go in the side door, you come to a living room. And then it's a doorway. It had like a cutout wall piece. And that was the kitchen. And then if you walk like to the left, it's a door right there that separates the upstairs from the downstairs. So that that's where the rooms was at. So that was I guess a duplex, and then they just rented it as a whole. So I don't know how this happened. One day, me and my niece, we sitting on the side step, and you know, I always had problems with my eyes, and I had a big sty on my eye. When I tell you, this sty was so big, like it was sitting like, you know how the corner of your eye is like right here? Well, the sty was sitting like right here, and it was so big that it was hanging down. I couldn't even hardly sit. So I was sitting over there on a side step with my niece. We was talking. I don't even know what happened, but he came over there, and I don't even know. I was confused still, you know. So I was upset about something. I was crying. My eye was hurting. It was just too much going on at one fucking time. Alright, so boom. That can I or can you stand and change bullshit? That shit ain't go far. I remember hanging out with him maybe once or twice, and that was the end of that. So anyway, and mind you, I still live in my sister's house. It was this girl that lived across the street from me on the opposite side, but she lived in the middle of the block. So if you was going down the block, you would her house first on the right, and go down a little bit further, my house was on the corner on the left, hers was on the right. Okay, so somehow we started hanging out, being friends and stuff like that. And my sister told me, she warned me ahead of time, way ahead of time. She told me, she said, them bitches don't like you, stay the fuck away from them. I'm telling you right now, something's going to happen. And long and behold, it did. When I tell you this bitch was fighting me, she was fucking me up. I ain't even gonna fucking lie. She was fucking me up. But I was still standing my motherfucking ground. You understand what I'm saying? So I go home. Like I said, the house was a duplex. It was made for a duplex. So when I come in, she could hear the door, but for her to see me, she would have to get up, open up her door, and then look out into the hallway of where the upstairs was at. So I avoided her for like a couple days. And she kept saying, one day she caught me. She said, hold, wait a minute. She said, what's wrong with you? I was like, nothing, whatever. Had my face there. I was like, nothing. She said, wait, let me see your face. My whole face was scratched up, like literally scratched up bad, like, because she had nails. I had like a scratch up under my eye right here. My whole face was fucked up. So my sister said, I told you stay away from that bitch. I told you. But no, me being all hard-headed, she my friend. She my friend. My sister said, girl, you don't got no fucking friends. I'm your friend. And I just didn't understand that. You know, even when a mom say that to their child or anything like that, I didn't understand that, you know. I'm thinking like, she just don't want me to hang out, you know, with her or whatever like that. So when 6th grade year came around to go to middle school. Now, mind you, the girl I had to fight with, she was a year behind me. She was in elementary school. So, she was going to the old elementary school I went to, and I was going to the middle school. Every day, This bitch would chase me home every day. I would let this bitch intimidate me and run me the fuck home. One of these days, I ran home. My brother's girlfriend was on the step. She said, She said, come here. She said, I'm tired of this shit. You running the fuck home. She said, you gonna get out there and you gonna whoop that bitch's ass or I'ma fuck you up. So I was like, oh shit. Either way, I'm gonna get an ass whooping. You know what I mean? I fought that bitch to my last motherfucking breath. I gave it to that bitch. And I tell you by the end, and mind you, when she used to chase me home, the guys used to run behind, the guys at school used to run behind her as she was chasing me so they could see what was going to happen. And this went on for like a minute. Until I finally, big, sister-in-law was like, you gotta fight her. You gotta fight her. Can't play, see? Remember this, bullies. Because you will get your ass beat. Because when you think that you're intimidating somebody, you building them up to fuck you up, okay? When I tell you I whooped that bitch's ass, I whooped her fucking ass. That bitch was howling for the ambulance and for her mom. And I wasn't letting that bitch go. I fucked her up. Yeah, I fucked that bitch up. So, after that, I ain't had no problems with the bitch. I ain't had no problems with her no fucking more. And I ain't have a problem with no fucking body. Because after I did that, I set a tone. Like, okay, you can't fuck with that bitch, say. How you do? When you bully somebody, that shit come back. Cool. But let me tell you how all in all, the first fight was because the guy that asked me, can I stand a chance? He was fucking her. He was fucking her. They all lived in the same house. I didn't know this. He was fucking her. His mom and her mom went halves on a house. And, they all lived together. And that's why she fought me. For him. She was fighting me over him. I didn't even know why we was fighting. Then, she didn't want him no more. So she wanted my brother. She wanted my brother. So my brother, she got a sister too. But anyway, you know how it is. I put my bro on. Bro's gonna be hoes, so I put him on. You feel me? Anyway. I never had no problem in school. After that. Middle school, all the way through, nobody fucked with me. High school, nobody fucked with me. Only thing that I would get from females is, Eddie your brother? Oh my God, he's so fine. That's your brother, you his little sister? That's what I would get. Other than that, nobody didn't mess with me. Nobody messed with me. I messed with nobody. I stayed to myself. I'm the 6th child out of 6 kids. I'm the last child. So I played by myself a lot. So that's where I get, like, when it comes to me being an older woman now, as I am an older woman, because I played with myself so much as a child in my own room with my door shut. At first I didn't have Barbies, but when I got them, they were my friends. Ken and Barbie, they was my friends. I didn't have friends. I just stayed in the house, stayed in the house, stayed in the house, stayed in the house. Got done high school. And then I moved on. And I moved on. Oh, yeah. And remember I told y'all about the girl that used to bully me when I was in the 4th grade. And I told y'all, like, literally, they used to call me Olive Oil. Like, my whole family did. My brothers, my sisters, all of that. Because I was skinny. Like, I was little. I was little. This bitch is like, I'm like a straw to a big ass bottle of ketchup. This bitch like woof 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 on me and shit, you know. And I'm like, I ain't say nothing. I just was sitting there like, she never put her hands on me, but she would just always bully me. She would come into my space. The bitch didn't even give me 5 feet. Like, she literally be like, I'll be sitting down and she be standing up over me. And she was a big bitch too. When I left that school, I never seen her no more. For years. 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 I ran into that girl. In 2010, I ran into her. No. Yeah. The summer of 2010, I ran into her. I was on a bus. I had to go take care of some business. Because I didn't have a car at that time. And she ended up getting on a bus after me. Like at the next stop or so. Or whatever. And when she came on a bus, she was acting like as if we was like cool. Like bitch, she act like she ain't never bullied me. She was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm fine. And that was it. There was no conversation because we was never friends. Bitch, you just used to bully me. That's what that was. She was a little dirty bitch, and she still was a dirty bitch when I seen her the last time. Little scruffy ass bitch. You did Law and Order, and then you did a movie, and then what do you like better, movies or TV? So anyway, you know, I grow up. I have 3 children now. They're grown. They're all grown. Y'all. So, you know, I'm single now. You know. And, someone asked me about being in a relationship. Someone asked me about how do you be in a relationship with a man that have kids. Yeah, somebody asked me that. Because I know some men that won't even date women if they got kids. And the opposite. They can go either way. Either the woman won't date you because you got kids, or either the man won't date you because you got kids. Okay. This is my philosophy on that. As I really had to think that through. And then I had to think back when I was a little kid. And I remember how the woman that my dad was with at the time, she didn't like me. She didn't like me or my brother. And it wasn't anything that we had did. And I know for a fact that it wasn't that. So, you know, when somebody asked me that question, I had to really like dig deep and think about that, because I remember, like I said, as a child, this woman did not like me or my brother. So instead of her like sitting around and like, you know, with the evil look or anything like that, she respectfully would just go to her room when my dad would, when we would come over there, she would respectfully just go to her room, and she would stay in there all day. And the only time we seen her was when she would walk across the living room to go to the kitchen and go back to her room. So that's how I knew that she didn't care too much for me and my brother. But she never would say anything disrespectful to us either, because my dad wouldn't have went for that. So then that makes me, then that, you know, because I have to take that in consideration, because I'm like, okay, I remember as a child, my father, I don't know if that was his wife, fiance at the time. All I remember is he was with this woman. They lived together, and she didn't really care too much for me and my brother. And it was a very mutual thing, because I didn't give a fuck for her either. I did not like her. We had nothing in common. There's nothing to talk about. So to that, I say is to the person that asked me that question, if you're going to be with a man or a woman that has children, may they be young, may they be grown, you have to accept them as a package. You have to. You have to. But that doesn't mean that you have to all the time like be trying to be like, oh hey, blah, 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 blah. No, it don't gotta be like that. It don't. Just respectfully, when you see them, say hi, and when you leaving, say bye. It don't have to be nothing in between, because you don't have nothing in common. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying this for a reason. That's how you just keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? Nobody won't feel no type of way.